Next video. In today's video I will show how to get address from latitude and longitude in React Native's new architecture without using any third-party library. So yeah, first of all I will show you guys a video of it. So this is for Android. So once I click on start, here you can see that this is the address where I'm at. Like this is a fake location obviously, but it converts latitude and longitude to my address. So yeah, let's get started. So as usual, you will have to create a React Native application. After that you will have to enable the new architecture. So firstly what you can do is for Android, you have to search for new arc enabled and go to Android Gradle.properties and make this as true. So as you can see over here. Next, for iOS, you will have to open your terminal, go to your iOS directory and then run this command bundle install this. So this will enable the new architecture for iOS as well. Next I will go to my project. So we will be using turbo native modules or turbo modules I mean. So first create this rt in my location folder. Inside that I will create package.json, and as usual I have copy pasted this from this documentation which you can refer of turbo modules, and I have just changed this name over here, this name over here, and this name over here. Next I have created a podspec file. Inside that I have just changed this name, everything else remains the same. Next inside JS I have created native my location.ts, and again I have copy pasted everything from the docs. Only this method name is changed of get location, and this name has been changed. Next go to Android, go to build.gradle, and here you will again have to copy paste from the documentation. The only thing changed is this apply plugin Kotlin Android, this namespace, as well as this implementation details. Next I will go to src. I will create all this folder. Inside that I will create my location package.kt. Again this has been copied from docs, only this name has been changed, my location module has been changed, everything else remains the same. Next I have created my location module.kt, and here again I have copy pasted everything from the docs. Like the only changes, we will first ask for this course location, access file location, and post notification permission, and we will request over here. So this will make a callback to the main activity. So I will go to Android. Firstly in build.gradle you will have to add this Kotlin version as well as this class path. Next go to app, build.gradle, add this apply plugin Kotlin Android, as well as you will have to add implementation Kotlin standard lib, this Google Play services location, and Android activity and fragment activity as well. Next go to src main Android manifest.xml, add all this permission as well as this notification permission, and here you will have to add this service class as well. Next go to Java. Firstly I have defined this context extension class, so it will just check whether all permission has been granted or not. Next this is just for creating a location client for our application, so that's what it does. Like this is same of what I have used for getting background location in React. The exact code is the same. Next location callback, so this will make a, once we get location from service it will send it back to the main activity. And this is the location client interface, and inside location service you are extending service class, and this setup is same as that of getting background location video. So here we are creating our location client, and once we start getting the location over here, we are getting the latitude longitude, we are sending it back to the activity. And here we are creating our notification for foreground notification, and here we are stopping our service class. Next inside, so I have converted the main activity.java to main activity.kt, and firstly you will have to implement location callback. Next this is everything for the location permission class. Next this is for normal boilerplate setup for service. Next here I have set up our notification channel. Next here I am asking for all the location permission. If they are all granted, then we are checking whether GPS is enabled or not. If yes, then start the service. If not, move the user to settings activity. Next, once we get the location callback from service to Android, to the main activity, sorry, then if you are using Android T or above, then you will have to use this class get from location, and it will give you a listener, and inside that listener you will get a list of addresses. So I'm just selecting the first address which you can see over here, and from that you can get an address line, admin area, country code, country name. There are a few other stuff as well, so you can check the documentation or open this in Android Studio and find the IntelliSense for it. Similarly, so this is for error, and similarly for below Android T, you can just use get from location, and same thing as usual, but this is like kind of blocking, it runs on the main thread, and same stuff as usual. So this is same stuff. So and this is for handling cache exception. So I think that should be it for Android. Next, for iOS, firstly you will have to go to iOS, define this event emitter.h file, then define event emitter for .m file. Don't run your Android code now. There are few more steps. So firstly we will cover this iOS part as well, the setup. Next, create this Swift file, and Xcode will ask, do you want to create a bridging header? Click yes. And here, as you can see, we are defining our CL location manager as well as defining our geocoder. Then we will start updating the location, and once we get the callback, here you can see we get a places, so it is again an array, and I am just selecting the first one, but if you want you can loop over it as well. And these are all the stuff which you get. There are more stuff as well, so just open Xcode and you can see the IntelliSense for it, and it will show all the properties which are available for this. And I'm sending this back to the React Native side, and this is just for checking location permission. Next, you will also have to create this prefix header file, which I have already shown how to create inside how to get background location. So you just need to add this stuff. Next, create a bridging header. Inside that you will have to add this, and inside RTMI location again this has been copied from docs, only this names has been changed. Next, create an Objective C++ file, again copied from docs, only this name has been changed. This should be a bridging header name. This is my file name. Here we are initializing our Swift file, again this has been copied from docs, only this name has been changed, and here we are calling the get location of the Swift file. Next, I will open Xcode. Also you will have to go to info.plist, and here you will have to add this location always when in usage description and location when in usage description. Next, you will have to go to RNApp, go to sign in and capability, and make sure you click on plus capability, and here you will have to add this background mode, and you will have to select location update, background fetch and background processing. Next, you will have to go to build settings, go search for Apple, and here inside over here we'll have to go to Apple CLang, which one? Yeah, I think that, yeah, this one, Apple CLang language. Make sure this is make this as yes, and this should be your prefix header file now. So yeah, I think that's it for the setup. Now you will have to go to app.tsx, and here you can see that I have created two files, one for Android and one for iOS, depending on which platform you are running. Then you will have to open your terminal, go to the root of your React Native project, then run yarn add./rtn my location. Once you do that, you will have to do cd ... It will move you outside your React Native project. Then you will have to run this command over here, but make sure this should be your project name. So mine is RNApp. This should be your project name, this should be your project name, followed by the folder name which you have created. Once you do that, you will have to do to cd android to the main Android folder, and then run this command. Once you do that, you will have to cd to iOS, and here you will have to run this command as well. Okay, now all your errors should have gone. And next, open Android view, and here you can see that I have just created a button I am calling get location, and here I am fetching all the location. Similarly for iOS as well, I have created an event emitter, and from that I will get the location, and here it just seems to have a normal button which will help us get the location. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.